we'll go from there.
All right. What is up, YouTube? I'm back. I'm actually about to do my first celebrity interview, actually.
Celebrity? What?
No.
Dude.
Hanging out with Kyle Hebert. You guys may know him as Kamina, Ryu,
Yes.
Aizen, Fallman,
Teen Gohan. Let's see.
Teen Gohan.
Israel, Darwin and Graves, League of Legends, Fire Emblem Awakening, Pick a God and Pray.
List goes on and on.
It does for the past 16 years.
How has your IndyPopCon been?
It's been fantastic. It's my first time here at this convention. I hear this is year 3 for IndyPopCon. It's been super smooth. The fans are so awesome. I love here in the exhibit hall. Great. I mean, you could just go broke just staring at the awesome things available in here. The fantastic talent on display for the artist alley. The wide selection of products available here, like certain smells. They have these little rocks with different scents that you can purchase to help accent your tabletop gaming or home theater or your game. It's like that's a really unique product. And things like scents of like moldy crypt. What does this smell like? Oh my god! And my fiance got Gypsy Caravan. It's like, so this is really different. I like that. Plus my fellow guests are awesome too. You know, Tara Strong and Jennifer Hale. And my friend that I've known since high school, David Eddings, who is Claptrap from Borderlands.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I bring my fiance, who also I went to high school with. She tags along too, and you know, it's great. It's a great forum for her to talk about different things like self-publishing and addressing important issues like depression and suicide prevention. And she's also written her own historical fiction novel too. So yeah.
What's the name of her project?
The name of her project is, wait for it, Ireland Calls My Name. Right or wrong? Her name is Right or Wrong. It's easy to remember, is it not? Search it out on Amazon. It's available digitally and in paperback.
Pick up your copy.
That's right. Yeah. So it's been wonderful, man. We got Master Chief over here.
He's hanging out. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been voice acting for quite a while.
Yes.
What got you into voice acting? I know you originally worked in radio.
Yeah.
I actually worked in radio too, on the promo side of things.
Nice.
But my uncle actually had a radio show while I was growing up, so I used to always, weasel my way in the studio.
That's a nice idea.
Notice and learn, pick up a few hints. But then, post-college, I started doing promotional stuff for a local alternative station.
Okay.
But what really got you into the whole?
I mean, what planted the seed was just watching cartoons and my dad telling me that one guy, Mel Blanc, voiced all of Looney Tunes. Bugs Bunny was like my favorite. I love watching, that Daffy Duck and Yosemite Sam and Tweety and all that. It's like one guy did those. That's a cool job. I want to do that someday. So I wanted to do that and be on the radio because the idea of theater of the mind blew me away. Listen to radio plays like War of the Worlds, Orson Welles and The Shadow, things like that. Helped bring a comic book mind and, it plays out however you want it to, much like books are theater of the mind. I like hearing audio and channeling all the acting skills through just the power of one's voice. That just always has fascinated me.
That's, as an actor / aspiring voice actor, it's kind of the same thing. Like when I used to watch cartoons, I never knew what a voice actor was. As a kid, I used to think there were little kids in booths recording everything, and then come to find out years later, it was either Tara Strong or there was Mel Blanc, Tara Strong,
Billy West, Rob Paulson, Maurice LaMarche. I mean, these people, thanks to social media, the people who voiced your childhood are typically now on the convention scene and on social media. You're able to talk to them, whereas decades before, they're just kind of reclusive or anonymous.
And that's kind of what's funny about it is I used to hear your voice on Toonami.
Yeah.
It's like it comes full circle.
It does.
This is the face.
Yeah, now that the new wave, the new generation of Toonami fans are now soaking in DBZ Kai. And hopefully we'll get to do the Boo Saga, and hopefully, Dragon Ball Super will get licensed at some point.
Have you actually been watching Super?
I have not. I normally don't watch it in raw Japanese or subtitled Japanese because I honestly struggle with like trying to eat and read the subtitles at the same time, or it goes by too fast and I miss what's happening on the animation.
And you have to rewind.
I totally respect if people prefer it that way, but I like it in my own language, so I can multitask.
Totally.
And I kind of like hearing what my colleagues are doing in their performance. I like hearing my voice in the final mix too. And then, of course, as a fan, I like, and that was pretty bizarre about working on DBZ is I was a fan first. First came to America in '95, the Ocean dub from Canada, and it would air even before Cartoon Network was a thing. It would air like once a week on independent stations, and then fast forward 5 years, here I am auditioning for something I'm a fan of, and then like, wow, double whammy. I'm getting to do this professionally. Dream come true, achievement unlocked, and then I'm a fan of it. Like, what? Yeah, it really, really helped me transition from the radio side of the industry where I was DJing for everything from classic country to heavy metal to kids radio. What? To this fascinating and super fun career. And challenging and competitive, of course, like any acting would be. Any sort of freelance stuff is always a challenge. But it's, when I picked up and moved to the West Coast in 2005, it was brutally hard. I was broke for years, but I wanted to chase my dream. I wanted to make it happen. So I stuck it out. I networked. I honed my craft, took acting classes, and got better and met more awesome fans around the world at conventions, and I wouldn't trade my life at all. I'm so grateful.
And as far as the whole struggling artist thing, I get that because I'm actually about to move from the Midwest to New York.
Okay, so
yeah,
New York costs even more than LA.
It does.
And so don't even think about bringing your car because
I'm not.
Parking will bankrupt you.
But I
like the rent won't. But yeah.
But so 2 last questions.
Yes.
When you got the role of Ryu, because I grew up playing Street Fighter 2, I'm not sure if did you play Street Fighter 2?
I did, casually. I remember seeing it in arcades. Do you guys have arcades anymore?
There's a barcade now.
Oh, there is. Yeah, I've been to those video game themed bars where you pay a flat fee to get in and you have unlimited games, and people are, instead of running to order drinks, they're running to play, oh my god, they have Donkey Kong, oh my god, Tempest, oh my god, Pac-Man. You're like, what?
But when you got the role of Ryu, how did it feel to get the role of such an iconic character?
Yeah, I mean, even though I personally suck at fighters, I am a button masher and a casual gamer at most, but I really, really found that it was just so cool to be part of yet another fantastically iconic franchise, and a character that, he doesn't say much, but people look at him and say, hey, I know what that is. It's like, man, that's so cool that I get to, I'm not the first English voice of Ryu, but I am the current one. So from Street Fighter 4 on, and most recently Part 5, which came out, and hopefully we'll have a nice update to story mode and more cool characters soon. It's really awesome. And my favorite aspect of getting to become Ryu is that because they had a cameo of him in Disney's Wreck-It Ralph, I got to be in a Disney movie. They came to me. What?
Full circle.
Yeah. It's so cool. It's so cool. And I love that movie, even if I didn't get to be on it.
I heard they're trying to make a sequel.
I hope they do. And I hope Ryu has a bigger part. Selfish.
And, okay, so the last question. One of my favorite characters that you portrayed, Kamiya. Playing that character, did it have a personal effect on, I would say, your life? Because he, as a character, he's a really strong-willed character, and he's affected pretty much a lot of the fans of the series. He's up there.
Yeah.
Because it's such an iconic status.
Yeah.
Especially with that anime.
The thing that's really touched me about that character in that series is the impact it's made on the fans. When they tell me personal stories of getting over depression or getting over a suicide, suicidal thoughts or whatever, and that character or that show helped them pull through a really dark part of their lives, it feels, I'm truly humbled to be able to make a difference in someone's life. It's not just, I'm an actor and I want to entertain people. It's like, hey, this is therapy. Whether I'm making you laugh or making you cry or helping you have fun and escape reality for a few minutes by button mashing on a game, I feel so honored to not only get to do something that I love for a living, but to actually make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, And
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
it's Joe signing off with Godly Bear.
Peace and love.
Peace.